Greetings, friends! Happy Monday night! Congress just confirmed that some Americans will receive a check worth up to $1,800 next month. Friends, this is amazing news for millions of Americans. Many of you should also keep an eye on your mailbox if you are missing a payment from the Internal Revenue Service. This is your daily news report and fourth stimulus check update. Friends, please make sure to watch until the end of this video to learn the details and how to enter this Friday's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway. Some U.S. families who have not signed up for the monthly advance child tax credit payment still have a chance to receive all the money that they were due this year, up to $1,800 per child, and that would be in time for the holidays. But there is a deadline coming up that they cannot miss. Many families did receive the monthly child tax credit payments automatically since it was based on their 2020 tax return. Most likely those with income so low that they are not required to file taxes may not have received the money as of yet. The deadline is Monday, November 15th for all eligible people who have not received the payments to make sure that they sign up at the irs.gov website. If they sign up by then, the Internal Revenue Service says that families should receive the entire amount that they were due for the year 2021 in a one lump sum payment on December 15th. That is $1,800 for each child under the age of 6 and $1,500 for each child ages 6 to 17. The remaining will come after tax filing season next year, just as it will for all eligible people. The IRS reminds families that they can get the benefits even if they don't have a job or even if they don't receive any income. November 15th is also the date that the next monthly child tax credit payment will be sent out. November 1st was a deadline to change income, banking, or address information for that payment. The final payment for this year will be December 15th with a deadline of November 29th to make changes for that installment. Whether the monthly child tax credit continues into the year 2022 depends on Congress. It's still in the Build Back Better reconciliation bill, but that bill is stalled in negotiations. Now that the Internal Revenue Service also recently issued hundreds of thousands of crisis-related relief funds to the tune of more than $500 million. These were the latest rounds of refunds made possible by the American Rescue Plan, which was signed in March of this year.
That information. Go ahead.
When you look at the situation with the vote on the bipartisan infrastructure the other night, there were a handful of progressives who voted against it. They explained their reasons. Going into Build Back Better, there is no margin among Democrats, really just a couple of votes that you could possibly lose in the House, none in the Senate. What is the strategy when you know you're more than likely not going to have any Republican support to cover for that, when it is possible there will be changes made by the Senate that may not be in the interests shared by the Progressive Caucus, tightening up some of the provisions within that? So how will the president approach that, trying to keep progressives on board when 6 very prominent progressives voted against the first piece of the Biden agenda?
You know, Kelly, I'll say this. You know, we're going to approach it the same way we approached the American Rescue Plan, right? Which people thought we weren't going to get that done. We're going to approach it the same way we approached the bipartisan infrastructure framework, which folks said we wouldn't make that happen. And so right now we're 2 for 2. Right. And so we believe that this is going to get done. The president is committed to this. This is part of his agenda, right? The economic policy agenda that you hear us. We say this all the time, that 81 million people voted for last year, just a year ago. And so these are popular components of his economic policies when you look at both the BIF and the bipartisan Build Back Better Act. And so we're going to continue to work with Congress. We're going to continue to work with the Speaker, continue to work with Leader Schumer, and have those conversations across the aisle to get it done, because this is something that the American public, the American people need. This is once in a generation, investment. We're talking about child care. We're talking about elder care. We're talking about making sure.
But the bill also forgave taxes on the first $10,200 in unemployment funds that taxpayers received in 2020. It applied to individuals and married couples whose income was less than $150,000, while the exclusion was counted for most people who filed their taxes after the bill passed. Millions of Americans had already sent in their 2020 taxes beforehand. The Internal Revenue Service had to calculate how much that later group of people would receive back. Friends, the key word for this video is gourmet. If you would like to enter this Friday's 3 $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and comment below the keyword from each video. Thank you so much, friends. The tax agency started with the simplest returns, with the first payments having gone out in May, and worked its way back to the more complicated ones. This latest round of 430,000 refunds, announced this past Monday, was for $510 million. The Internal Revenue Service said that the average refund was nearly $1,200. A total of 11.7 million refunds for $14.4 billion has been issued so far. The IRS plans to send out another batch before the end of this year. Taxpayers who are due a refund typically will receive a letter from the IRS within 30 days of the adjustment, and if the money would come in the form of a refund or would be applied to any outstanding IRS debt. The agency said it is looking to correct earned income tax credit, additional child tax credit, American Opportunity Credit, premium tax credit, and recovery rebate credit amounts that may have been affected by the unemployment exclusion. As of October 23, 2021, the IRS still had 9 million tax returns to process. The agency said it is having to correct significantly more errors than in previous years, and on returns that require correction, it could take up to 4 months to get a refund. The Internal Revenue Service also added that they process all error-free returns received before April 2021. So if you are still waiting on your tax return, you can check the status online at Where's My Refund, or you can view your account online here. If you're still waiting on your tax return, you can check the status online at irs.gov. The Internal Revenue Service said if you filed electronically and received an acknowledgement, you do not need to take any further action other than promptly responding to any requests for information. So that's the end of the video, friends, for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me here today on a Monday. To say thank you to all of you who are watching my videos on a daily basis, I'm giving away 3 $100 Walmart gift cards the entire month of November. If you would like to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is make sure that you click and like my videos, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, and comment below the keyword from each video. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very, very blessed